Look at Kevin Harvick hook bumpers with the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to try to get him that lead.
Bump drafting at Charlotte. Now there's something new, and Stenhouse will lead lap 1.
You know, the thing about Stenhouse, how good he is at Daytona and Talladega. He loves restrictor plate racing, and right now he's loving the view in front of him. Nothing.
No, but keep an eye on that mirror. Trying to see past that big spoiler. Look at this big run coming from Alex Bowman into turn 3. And look who he's got pushing. Kyle Larson.
Oh, spinner at the back.
Trouble already.
Outside.
Kurt Busch.
Here, slight contact, left rear.
Pretty good contact.
Pretty good contact
at
the rear of the car.
Bumper.
You see that rear spoiler shoved way up in the air.
He just knocked that rear spoiler up a few more inches.
Right now here.
See if we can figure out what happened here. That was very unusual.
He's 3 wide in the middle going into turn 3.
Oh, he just gets loose. Car starts around, no contact. Car just loose.
And I'd heard a lot of drivers talk about being really, really tight in practice today. They probably freed up their cars a little bit. Also, after that first round, they may have shared some information from their teammate Eric Almirola, maybe made some more adjustments to try to free that car up.
Still outside. No hold, middle of 3. Hang on to it. Hang. Wreckage behind you though. Caution's out. Roll out of it.
Green flag at the end of the first caution period. Stenhouse, Harvick, Kenseth, Blaney up front. Alex Bowman and A.J. Allmendinger have climbed up to the 7th row after starting out back, transferring from the open, and they're headed for the front.
Mike, the best car I saw in practice, the guy that ran the fastest lap time in practice, that 4 car, Kevin Harvick, and he gets a little shove here. That's Boyer that's getting the shove, but Harvick gets out front. It's going to be hard to pass.
2 to go. Pit road is closed.
Mike, $1 million means it means a lot to everybody in this field. But you take a guy like A.J. Allmendinger, it might even mean double to him.
Up front, a familiar story. Can anybody catch Kevin Harvick? Stray raindrop or 2 on the lens as they come to 1 to go.
Coming to the green checker.
Three-car battle for second.
You just take a driver like Kevin Harvick, a mastermind like Rodney Childers. You give them a car like they've got right now. I don't know how you're going to beat them. I don't care where we go or what we do. They're just so good.
Well, add all the confidence that team has from the wins that they've had already this year.
And here he comes off turn number 4. Kevin Harvick's going to win stage 1, but the story of the stage is A.J. Allmendinger. Bold moves and a brash run to the front puts him 4th behind Harvick, Truex, and Kyle Busch. Green flag, stage 2.
Mike, the 18 to 78 were the two best cars chasing Kevin Harvick. Let's see what they can do with them out front now.
We saw in that first original start, it's all about who can push you out to the lead. We're seeing Jimmy Johnson give Martin Truex Jr. a huge shove to get the lead.
Those 4 cars on the outside look like they're coupled together.
And Truex jumped to the outside to get in front of Kyle Busch coming on the outside. Going to leave Jimmy Johnson to hang. Here comes Larson on the outside.
That high line, I mean, up next to that wall, we saw Allmendinger do it. Now we see Kyle Larson do it, and that is the way to go.
For the lead.
Whoa, sparks are flying.
That is the first lap that Martin Truex has ever led in the All-Star race.
Yeah, keep an eye on the 42. Man, where did that run come from?
Vince?
Boy, guys, Chad Johnston, the crew chief on Kyle Larson, he knows he's not going to get many opportunities, so he took a big swing at it that time. Not only 4 tires, but also increased the stagger, air pressure in the right front, took some wedge out, a little tape on the front end. I mean, he did a lot to change that car, the 42, and he has got it rolling where he wanted. Remember, I told you, when they're good, they think they're best if they can run the bottom. That'll give you an indication of how good that 42 is and where he's running it on the track.
Well,
right there,
he better look in
it.
his mirror, because Brad Keselowski came right up to him, now battling Kevin Harvick. Matt?
Mike, the first stage, 30 laps, but stage 2 is 20. Now, Chad Knaus noticed by the lap times that Jimmy started to fade about 20 laps into that first stage. No changes. He told Jimmy, just go all out. The car should be there the whole stage.
For the lead, Joe Gibbs' teammates, Kyle Busch and young Daniel Suarez.
You remember when Jimmy Johnson owned this place? He's looking pretty good tonight. He's trying to take that title back.
An incredible run by Daniel Suarez. Remember, came through the open, won the stage. What was that, stage 1 or 2? Yeah, stage 2. Now he's up there battling for the lead. Now going back to 5th, losing some momentum.
That got closer.
Tell you, it's a heck of a battle.
Yeah, now see, this is what I'm talking about right there. You see Larson go the inside of Truex. Now he's going to clear him already before they even get to turn 1, but that's what you got to do. Break that momentum, do a little side draft, and just pull yourself ahead of them, especially if you can use that preferred bottom lane.
2 to go in stage 2 of 4.
Mike, what I love about the speed that we're running and what I love about what I'm seeing is you can do anything with these cars you want to. You can go inside, outside. You can run up in front of a guy. You're not going so fast that you're out of control.
Now, if you're Daniel Suarez, can you pass your teammate for the lead?
Or the question is, would you pass your teammate?
Darn right, for $1 million.
Well, yeah, when it counts.
What's this stage win? Pay to win.
Suarez is sizing him up, boys.
I think Larson's sizing him up. Truex is sizing him up.
Here they come off turn 4 to the green and white checkers. Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez. Sweep stage 2 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Keselowski's on it, green flag.
Well, Truex gave such a push. I think both he and Keselowski are going to clear the 18.
Yeah, he pushed him all the way through the corner.
He's not pushing him anymore.
Nope, he dropped down here and got the 18 in tow now.
3 Toyotas nose to tail.
Watch that 42 car up on that high line, riding that wall. That could be a lot of momentum coming off the corner here. There's Harvick back in the mix. He's trying to figure out how to get back to the front.
Well, Harvick took advantage of Larson trying to go all the way to the high line.
Woo, baby.
Blaney up there as well, and Logano, the Penske cars. And they pick up Keselowski at the front of the outside lane.
Watch that run and that momentum with the 2 cars. Larson gets to his rear bumper, shoots him to the front.
Harvick 3 wide, threads the needle and makes it work right behind this group. And now comes to the outside chasing. Now he's to the inside. Keselowski outside with Blaney.
And you see Harvick coming into the picture back there with those 4 fresh tires.
Boy, that run stalled out, and didn't Kyle Busch fall right back to that second group?
Boy, Logano's got a nice run here on the bottom and see if he can do anything with it. Nope, he's going to have to fall in line.
3 wide.
Vince.
When you get out of line or when you have to get out of that gas, you lose so much momentum, and you guys have used that word so many times tonight, and it is so true. The momentum is key. Larson says he can get a good run, but he just doesn't feel like he's as fast as the 78. I thought it was interesting. The spotter for the 19, Chris Osborne, to Daniel Suarez, said the 42 won't be patient for long. Hang with him.
He was right.
Good point.
I love the way, though, he just falls right behind the 78. I mean, clears him by inches to get back behind him.
Well, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick were factors early in this race, but now they have fallen into the second pack. This is 5th through 8th here.
Yeah, just remember that strategy play on the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Pretty sure he will not be coming in when this stage is over.
Yeah, as Larry said, they're out of tires.
Battle here for second place between Suarez, Larson, and Logano is looking on, hoping to make a move here.
2 laps to go. Pits are closed.
We're seeing right here the side draft is not near as effective as what we see at Talladega.
Trouble
Daytona.
down here in turn 2.
Is that Bowman? It is. Alex Bowman in the wall. And caution waves.
All right, guys, we spun and wrecked. Right side damage.
Right side rear bumper.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know if anybody got into him or not. I looked and he was just spinning. I don't know if something happened to the car, but he just started spinning.
He was running in 9th place. And this will set up an overtime to end stage 3.
See if we can see what happened to the 88 car here. Down the middle of 1 and 2. Car just gets a little bit loose and then around she goes.
Well, I don't know. I wonder if that was a tire. It's just odd that it got loose where it did and that it continued around once he corrected it.
Looked a lot like what happened to Kurt Busch in the beginning of this race. Car got loose and just kept coming around.
Yeah, I would have thought if it wasn't a tire.
They all look up.
Look up.
I think he just lost it.
Larson, Suarez, Chevy, Toyota on the front row. Green, green, green.
Suarez getting a nice push from his teammate Denny Hamlin. Pushed him right to the lead.
Ryan Newman up the middle.
Oh my gosh, how many cars can go in that turn at one?
Larson.
Four wide. Oh no.
And into the wall.
No.
Goes Kurt Busch and Truex and more. Boyer all torn up. Keselowski.
Mercy.
Oh, overtime.
Well, we know as we get closer to those $1 million in that last lap.
Well, how many rows of 4 wide can you fit in turn 3?
That's what I was saying.
The intensity picks up and you just stop giving and start taking.
Look like a covey of quails going off in there.
It'd take you a lot of replays to figure out how this started. We know how it ended.
Oh my gosh.
Boyer to the garage already.
Look at this. Here we are. 4 wide.
How crazy is that? We're talking about 4 wide at Charlotte in the All-Star race.
Still 4 wide.
And
then Stenhouse gets into 78. 78 gets into 14, and it's on from there.
Like I said, no give. You know, there's just at this moment when you start to get down to this part of the race, nobody gives an inch.
Want to ride with Martin Truex? I would say not really, but let's.
You're 4 wide. Still 4, still 3. Hold it right here now. 17's inside. The inside.
I mean, there may have been 6 inches that he could have moved to the right, but other than that, there's really not much Martin Truex Jr. could have done different.
You know what? The best speeding penalty someone could have gotten lately may have just gone to the 48 car on that last go-round because he was so far back he didn't even get in it.
So 17 into 78 into 14 into the 3 into the 41 into the 18 into the 2. Be easier to tell you who was not involved.
Keep it on. Keep it on.
Kurt Busch.
Just 1 now. Very top of the 48. Top of 3. Stay low, stay in the gas. Stay low, stay in the gas. Stay low. Right in front of us. Coming to you.
Boy, it's a helpless feeling when you're Kurt Busch. You're wide open, right on the outside. You see a clear view ahead of you, and all of a sudden it just closes up and starts to slam you into the outside wall.
2 outside. 2 outside. 1 outside. outside. Keep coming low. Clear. Keep coming low. Get by these guys. Outside.
Green flag.
Well, Larson doing a great job connecting to the rear bumper of Denny Hamlin. Can he clear Suarez? Yes, he does. Bringing the 31 and Newman with them.
Boy,
when
he released, when 42 released, he just shot around the 11.
Chevrolet to the front. Larson. And hooked up with him the Childress cars, Newman and Dillon.
Boy, if Denny Hamlin wasn't happy with Suarez before, he's really not going to be happy now. It took him 3 wide. Here comes Harvick to the outside.
Look at Suarez go to the inside of the 42 going down to turn 1. Suarez is trying to take the lead.
Next flag ends the stage.
Boy, you saw Larson go down trying to side.
Boy, look at Harvick around the outside of Larson.
Gave the outside to Harvick.
Now Harvick's going to try to come out behind Suarez. It's going to be a real bad drag race coming down to the line here.
Suarez, can he block all
Harvick
3 lanes at the same time?
Harvick's up on the outside. He's got the momentum.
Yeah.
I believe he can do it.
The closer, Harvick, brings him off turn number 4, and Kevin Harvick wins stage 3.
Did it.
Boy, that was impressive.
Wow.
Harvick's forward on the outside of Suarez Toyota. 10 to go.
Oh, this is going to be a drag race down the back. The 19 and the 4 side by side with help.
Well, we got 2 good pushers there, and Blaney on the outside with
look
the
at
4
Blaney giving Harvick
and the 42.
a big push.
Wound up here. You're clear. 19 back inside.
Oh, boy.
Boy, nobody wanted to see that happen.
Get your marks here.
We know what that 4. We saw the 4 in the first stage. Got out front, and nobody could do anything with him.
I think this 42 is going to be a factor of Larson in what can materialize and maybe get that run that we're talking about with Suarez or Hamlin.
That 4 car is just good enough in all the right places. He gets off the corners good, and he's got just a little bit of straightaway speed on these guys.
Oh, look at the 22.
In the wall.
Logano, yeah, he made contact.
Oh, and he got Larson. Caution flag.
Boy, we saw where the 22 of Logano got a late run to the outside of Larson.
How about that? I don't think Larson ever did anything, just slid through the grass.
I think as Logano came off the wall, they made contact.
Yeah, they did. They were slicing and dicing.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this. You just don't lift. You got to stay in the gas.
So watch the yellow number 22 Ford of Logano coming into frame at turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, this Logano up on the outside. You see if the 42 maybe comes up in front of him.
Yeah, I think the 42 got a little bit tight there behind the 11. And that he came up the track. That just ran the 22 wide.
I think Logano bounced off the wall, and when he did, it shot him over to the left a little bit and got him into Larson. Accidentally?
I don't know if it was accidentally or not.
You think that was accidentally?
You were saying earlier how in control of the cars they were. You tell me.
All right, keep coming there. All right, keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming there.
Probably not accident.
It's hard to judge intent.
Okay, I'm with you, Mike. You know who would decide whether it was accidentally or not? Those 2.
Yes.
Look at that.
Well, look at those exhaust pipes going into the grass.
And the roof flap comes up, and I mean, it's just amazing.
Green flag.
Ooh, boys.
Oh, the 11 almost got in the 4 car. I think the 19 might clear Kevin Harvick.
And here comes Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson down on the inside. He's digging.
Man, I really think Suarez could have gotten up in front of the 4 of Harvick right there. It would have been risky, but I think he could have done it.
One lap to go.
Oh, no,
Car bounces off the wall hard.
31 of Newman.
He's
Still
all right,
up
though.
there.
He's still going. I think he's going to be okay.
Everybody gets by.
Going to stay green.
Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez. Will they have a chance at Kevin Harvick?
Wow, they're side by side.
They're still side by side.
Suarez really sealed that thing into third turn. It's going to come out in second place.
The closer, Kevin Harvick, wins the Monster Energy All-Star Race.
Dang, I love you guys. Thanks for the effort. Golly.
$11 years ago tonight, he took home 7 figures. His second All-Star victory, another $1 million payday. And it's a special one, the 50th win for Stewart-Haas Racing. Patented 4-car night. It wasn't easy.
No, we got a little behind on the first pit stop, and traffic wasn't our friend. I mean, these guys built a really, really fast Jimmy John's Ford. Just got to say thank you to the aero department, the fab shop, all the guys in the engineering CFD side of things. And a special thanks to the Roush Yates engine department. They put a lot of effort. They love restrictor plate racing. And we won.